am Fletcher Brown with another artist video blog at KIX96Country.com. Our guest today, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Please welcome new country artist Ariana Hodes. How are you?
I'm so well, thank you.
Welcome to Muscle Shoals.
Thank you so much.
Now, is this the first time you've ever been to Muscle Shoals?
Yes, it is.
We've got to get her back down here. You know, this place has such a rich musical heritage, much like Nashville.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. I can't wait to come back and really get to explore the area some more. It's just...
Well, you're welcome to come down anytime. We'll take you around. That's what we do down here. We're like tour guides.
All right.
But let's get to know you. We're going to tour Ariana Hodes right now. Now when I go online and start looking for, you know, bits and pieces, to things to talk about the artists who come here and visit us, I do you the same way. And then I find out something very interesting about you.
Which is?
You're an actress.
Yes.
You've been seen in films and in television, like The Locked Room.
Yep. I was in LA for a couple years doing the acting thing, and I did some student films, and I made a web series with some friends that I'm pretty proud of. We're still working on finishing up our second season. But yeah, it was always acting and music. It was always somehow those had to combine. So now I'm working a little bit more on the music part.
Well, let's start there. Where did you grow up?
Grew up in New Hampshire, born and raised, and it was just sort of this paradise of a childhood. It was really great growing up there. But you know, I went to school on country back roads and started listening to country music. We had a couple great stations up there that I started listening to about in high school. A friend of mine and I were sort of secret country listeners in our cars. You know, it was,
well, that's a lot of people take it for granted. You know, like along the East Coast and the New England states, that's not country. I'm like, if you've ever been up there, there's plenty of country up there.
There's plenty of country. I mean, we had a great time just driving around. It was, you know, it was sort of my cruising music. It was like...
Well, like, who'd you listen to earlier?
So, well, the Dixie Chicks were, oh my God, to this day. I mean, I could tell you where I was when I listened to a particular song. I just burst into tears. But I listened to them. I had a lot of the female greats. Faith Hill was really big for me. And I really liked Tim McGraw as well.
Of course.
And
when did you find that you had an affinity for music?
My parents are musicians. So I was sort of born into this musical landscape where it was just around. My mom's a singer, my dad's a guitarist. They played music together from my whole life. And I was sort of their young roadie when I was a kid. My brother and I would go to their gigs with them, and I would work the merch table or carry cables and microphone stands. So it was just everywhere. It's just everywhere.
And now, did you learn to play guitar first, or were you singing first? Or?
I actually learned piano first. So I picked that up starting around 6. I played that into my teens, and dabbled in some other instruments as well. I played cello, saxophone, bass guitar, and then finally I was like, well, I can't take a piano around with me when I'm traveling.
Well, no, Ronnie Millsap's done fine.
Yeah, right. I mean, but a guitar is just, it's so much easier to travel with, so I was like, I really should learn guitar. So in high school I started picking up guitar, so that's been a slower process for me, but I really like it.
Okay, well, with musicians for parents, affinity for music at a very, very young age, you can play 2 instruments at least that we know of, piano and guitar. When did you decide it's like, you know what, I'm just going to head to Nashville and I'm going to do country music?
Well, it was always something that was in the back of my head that never seemed, the timing was never quite right until about the last year or so, when I started writing more songs and really going, okay, there's something here, there's something to this. And I was in LA, like I said, and LA sound is just, they do the Americana thing, they have country there, for sure. California is a huge country market, but not like Nashville. It just felt like coming here, this was the right time, it was the right place, and it was a place where they might embrace what I was, slinging a little bit more.
All right, so you're working on your first album. Okay. Is it completed? Is it near completed?
It's still very much a work in progress. I definitely have some of the songs that I know definitely are going to be on there, but I'm still playing with configurations, writing. I'm writing every day, so it's just... So
anything. So you're still looking at it as like you may have songs that you haven't written yet that are going to end up on the album.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. But the first single that you've released to radio is not an original, but it's one that a lot of people might recognize. It's called Brand New Key. Now, I remember growing, I won't say that I'm old enough to remember when that one was new, but I do recall the song from my childhood. Why Brand New Key?
Well, I think it just has the sound and the spirit that we were looking for. You know, it's such a great, fun song. It just, when I hear it, I just start, you know, bouncing in my seat. It's just so great. And I think I have that sort of vintage feel just anyway. There's something about my voice. I've always gotten singers from that era, from that scene. So it just made sense in a whole lot of ways.
So, well, we're going to get a chance to hear Ariana Hodes play her debut single, Brand New Key. Look for that live performance elsewhere on this website. But before we let you go, we want folks to know where they can find you on the interwebs. Where can they find you out there?
Well, I've got a website, arianahodes.com, and from there you can sort of go to all the social media things. I'm on Instagram. I love taking pictures. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Whole 9 yards.
All right. Well, we're going to make sure we get her back down here so she can tour Muscle Shoals, the famous Muscle Shoals, and look for her live performance elsewhere on this website. Ariana, thanks so much for visiting us.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you again soon, okay?
I hope so too.
All right. We'll see you again next time, another artist video blog here at KIX96Country.com.